Hello guys, what's up? This is your boy Pudang from the channel PlayStation with Pudang. And right now, we want to talk about PlayStation Plus games. And the reason why we want to talk about the PlayStation Plus games is because all of the games this 2020 has been declared. Now, with regards to this video, what we will do is we will try to rank the PlayStation Plus month that the games was declared. Also, I want to add that for the sake of this video, we will include the score coming from Metascore and also the original price of this game so that we can at least have a visibility or for at least to know how much savings did we really get on getting those games free for the month of PlayStation Plus. Lastly, I will also include some of the games that is free for yours to keep on that specific month. So take Genshin Impact for example. So even though it is not really a PlayStation Plus free game, since it is still a free game, that I will go ahead and include that for the sake of this video. And since I was able to explain all of these details, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on the rankings that we have on the free games this 2020. Now, the games that has been given in the first month of 2020, that's going to be the January PlayStation Plus free games, would be Uncharted, the Nathan Drake's Collection, and Goat Simulator. For me, this is actually a great month. However, Goat Simulator really pulls down the Uncharted game real hard. And I remember after the announcement, a lot of gamers is really frustrated and really mad about the Goat Simulator given as a second game. From what I recall, there is actually a petition for the Goat Simulator to be changed, but that really didn't go to fruition since this has been the official list of the games this January 2020. And also, if you don't know, Uncharted the Nathan Drake's Collection is actually the first three games of the Uncharted series, receiving an 86 Metascore and 8.6 user score. Uncharted the Nathan Drake's Collection is also included in PlayStation Hits, pricing at $20. On the other hand, we have the Goat Simulator, receiving 58 Metascore and 4.9 user score, currently pricing at $10 US. That gives us $30 US of savings in PlayStation Plus last January. My personal thought about this is Uncharted the Nathan Drake's Collection is a great game also given that this is a collection of 3 games already. This game alone can be an A tier or even an S tier given that you can experience one of the best Uncharted game and that's going to be Uncharted 2 and you still have Uncharted 1 and Uncharted 3 to play. However, Goat Simulator really pulls down this list so hard since Goat Simulator is actually considered a meme game. Now with that being said, I will rank the month of January a solid B tier. Moving on to the month of February, this really do stand out. Another collection game coming from Sony, BioShock the Collection. You have BioShock 1, BioShock 2, BioShock Infinite, resulting 84 in Metascore and 8.5 in user score. This game alone will save you $50 US since this game is currently priced at that range. Next would be The Sims 4, receiving 66 Metascore and 3.7 user score, currently priced at $40 US, but Sony decided to give this game away for PlayStation Plus subscribers on the month of February. Next would be Firewall 0 Hour, and this game is actually a PlayStation VR game. That means that you can enjoy this game if you have a PlayStation VR. Receiving a 79 Metascore and 8.2 user score, currently priced at $20 US. All in all, we have $110 US saving worth of games and PlayStation Plus February. Now regarding this lineup of games, for me, Sims 4 is much better game, or you will have a much better experience if you play it on PC. And about Firewall 0 Hour, it is actually a great game. However, only a little number of PlayStation 4 users has a PlayStation VR. But still, I appreciate Sony for giving this away. This is actually a great gesture coming from Sony to give a PlayStation VR game away to make PlayStation VR more interesting. Now, the game that really pulls up this list real hard would be the BioShock the Collection. BioShock is actually considered as one of a classic game that has a great gameplay, that has an immersive story, and the fact that you can download these 3 games all in one, that pulls up this month of February on our Tier S list. Next month, we have the month of March, and the game that we received would be Shadow of Colossus and Sonic Forces. Shadow of Colossus is a remake of a classic game that has a unique gameplay and boss fights that holds up till now. This classic remake received a 91 Metascore and 7.8 user score. Also, if you don't have this game and you are planning to get this game, you can purchase it at $20 US. On the other hand, we have Sonic Forces, which received a 57 Metascore and 6.7 user score. The same goes for Sonic Forces. You can purchase this game at an original price of $20 US. Now, to be honest, I'm a bit salty when it comes to the month of March. Just because Sony provided a collection of games on the previous months, my expectation on this month is quite high. However, even though that is the case, Sony still managed to compensate that just by giving a solid classic remake game. So to be honest, I don't think it is a bad of a deal. This game also received a must-play recommendation coming from Metacritic. And when it comes to Sonic Forces, actually, I don't have anything much to say about this one. As far as I recall, one reason why Sonic has been picked as a free game for the month of March is because Sonic the Hedgehog movie has been released on cinema last February and it is still available on some cinemas on the month of March. It's possible for Sony to decide that this game can be the free game for the month of March so that they have at least a commercial campaign of some sort. So this is just my speculation, and there is actually one free game that really surprised me, a bonus game in PlayStation Plus on the month of March, and that is gonna be the Monster Hunter World. Yes, that is correct. Monster Hunter World is available on PlayStation Plus on the month of March. However, you might haven't heard about this one because this is only available for PlayStation Asia. So if you have a PlayStation account that is registered in Hong Kong, that is registered in Singapore, there is a high chance that you already know about this and probably redeem this game. Monster Hunter World received a 90 Metascore and 7.7 user score. Currently listed in PlayStation Hits, that means that you can get this game at $20 US. Now, my final verdict when it comes to month of March, it really depends what games you have redeemed, what accounts that you have. If you have a Nation account, you have Shadow of Colossus, you have Sonic Forces. On top of that, you have the Monster Hunter World. On the other hand, if you have other countries' accounts, then that means that you can only get or you can only avail 2 free games. That is Shadow of Colossus and Sonic Forces. If you're able to avail the Shadow of Colossus and Sonic Forces, my rating would be B+. But if you have a Nation account, as I have mentioned, that means that you can get the Monster Hunter World for free. A lot of content that is going on in Monster Hunter World and getting a top-notch remake of Shadow of Colossus. I can say that for Asian regions or for Asian accounts, that is going to be an S-tier list of free games. Now, with that being said, let's move forward on one of my favorite months, and that is going to be the month of April. On the month of April, we have Uncharted 4: A Thief's End, one of the best exclusive in PlayStation 4. It received a 93 score in Metacritic and 8.5 user score. It is currently listed in PlayStation Hits, which means you can get this game at $20 US. The next game that we have is a racing game, which would be Dirt Rally 2.0, which received 84 Metascore and 5.7 user score. If you missed this free game on the month of April, you can still get this game at $40 US. Now, this month of April, a lot has been going on because coronavirus has really become a public threat, and to avoid physical contact, some companies decided to have their own stay-at-home campaign. This includes Sony, and the campaign that they have would be Play at Home Initiative. This is related to the free games that we have in the month of April because Sony decided to give away Journey, Uncharted Collection, and if you have an R2 account or Great Britain account, you can get NAP for free as well. And the good thing about this Play at Home Initiative is the games that they have listed is for yours to keep already, even though if you are not subscribed in PlayStation Plus. Now, to have a quick overview, we already tackled about Uncharted Collection. If you want to know more about Journey, it is an indie game. It scored a 92 Metascore and 8.3 user score. It also received a must-play recommendation from Metacritic. Currently, it is available in PlayStation Store at $15 US. Now, if you are one of the lucky ones that have the Great Britain account or R2 account, you can avail NAP, a platformer title that can be recommended for anybody, even for kids. It received a 54 Metascore and 6.4 user score. It is currently priced at $20 US in PlayStation Store. With all that free games on the month of April, overall you will have at least $115 of savings just for these free games. Now, if we want to talk about my personal opinion about this, one of the reasons why I mentioned that this is my favorite month is not because we have a lot of games. I mean, that's a plus, but the deal breaker for me would be the Uncharted games. Now, I'm gonna be a bit biased about this because I really love Uncharted games. And in this month, not only you will get the Uncharted 4, which is, by the way, the best game ever. Sony then add Uncharted Collection on the list for free even though you are not a PlayStation Plus subscriber. It is actually funny because this cancelled out the best thing that happened on January. Now, after giving away the main Uncharted games on the list, they also have Journey, which surprised most of the gamers out there. Journey is an indie title that is very relaxing and, in my opinion, one of the games that is very much suitable on the month of April. You know, when everything really goes insane about coronavirus, about 2020 in general, Journey welcomes us on a unique experience, a unique game, a unique journey. Now, with Dirt Rally and then NAC, to be honest, I don't have anything much to say about these games because I didn't get the chance to play these games yet. However, the quality and the quantity of games that is listed as free games on the month of April is definitely top grade and goes without saying it is gonna be on the S tier ranking. Right now, let's move forward on the month of May, and the month of May is clearly a disappointment. And the free games listed in the month of May would be Cities Skyline, which resulted a score of 81 in Metascore and 7.2 in user score. You can also get this game in Play Store at $40 US. The next game would be Farming Simulator 19, which resulted a 64 Metascore and 5.1 user score, and currently priced at $30 US. And at that time, this is the PlayStation Plus free games for the month of May. However, there is a bonus game that has been added, and that is going to be the Lego Ninjago movie game. Overall, in terms of savings, it's actually not bad. All in all, you have $120 of savings, but the problem is the games itself. For me, these games are much targeted on specific gamers, since not all of the gamers decides to play a city building game. That also goes with Farming Simulator. However, in terms of Ninjago, I actually appreciate them giving this away for free since this game is open for all ages, and one of the best thing about this game is the split screen multiplayer mode. Now, of course, this is only my own opinion and probably because I don't play a simulator game as well as a city building game. That is why this lineup feels like unappreciated. But then again, as I have mentioned, these games might have been for targeted gamers only who plays this kind of games. Now, with that being said, my personal opinion about this list would be a solid C tier. Now, let's move on to the free games that has been listed on the month of June. The first game would be Call of Duty World War II that received a 79 score in Metascore and 4.7 in user score. If you are planning to get this game, it is available on PlayStation Store with the amount of $60. The next game on the list would be Star Wars Battlefront 2 that received 68 Metascore and 1.8 user score. Now, this game is, of course, coming from EA. That is why it received a very low score. That's because of the loot boxes, microtransactions, and all of that. But with that being said, taken into consideration, this is actually a pretty good Star Wars game. Now, if you are planning to get this game, it is currently available and listed as a PlayStation Hits. That means you can get this game at only $20. Now, those two games are the PlayStation Plus free games on the month of June, but we actually received a bonus game coming from NetherRealms. That game is none other than Injustice God Among Us. And this is not a standard edition, this is the Ultimate Edition, meaning you will have all the DLCs included, all the characters included, and you can get this for free even without subscribing to PlayStation Plus. Now, Injustice God Among Us, even though it is a multiplayer fighting game, surprisingly, this game has a spectacular storyline. And that is actually unusual because fighting game tends to focus on their multiplayer and the gameplay that they have. But with this, Injustice Gods Among Us, you can actually enjoy this game even though you're only playing its story mode. Now, my final verdict about this, Call of Duty World War II, Star Wars Battlefront 2, and Injustice Gods Among Us, the Ultimate Edition, I can say it's gonna be a minus tier list because Call of Duty World War II is actually pretty good, but Star Wars Battlefront 2, I believe they still have the microtransaction on their game, but Injustice Gods Among Us definitely pulled this game up on the list. Next up is actually the month of July, and a lot of you are actually expecting something big on the lineup of this game. The reason for that is the month of July is the 10th year anniversary of PlayStation. And Sony didn't disappoint us with the lineup of NBA 2K20, Rise of the Tomb Raider 20-year celebration, and Erica. They gave us another 3 games with 2 AAA titles, but there is actually a funny thing that worth considering giving the final verdict of this lineup. Now, I know getting the game 2K20 for free is actually a pretty big deal, but the thing about NBA this month is they actually had a crazy price drop. I mean, like crazy everywhere, even in Nintendo eShop. You heard it right.
Even in Nintendo eShop.
Now, if you don't know about Nintendo eShop, they rarely go on sale, especially AAA titles. But imagine, NBA 2K20, you can get this game at 90% discount, which means you can get this game at literally $6. And of course, a lot of people get this game, purchase this game, since it's like they're giving it away. Only to find out that Sony is giving this game away for free this coming month of PlayStation Plus free games. Good job, Sony. Anyways, as I have mentioned, it is still nice to have the NBA 2K20, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and Erica as a free title. And my final verdict for that would be an A+ ranking. It can be an easily S rank PlayStation 1. However, as I have mentioned, since most of the gamers out there already purchased NBA 2K20 after the price drop, of course, it cancels the value of getting NBA 2K20 as a free game. But luckily for me, I think I thought it's gonna happen. That's why I didn't purchase the game in the first place. Anyways, moving on the next month, that's gonna be the month of August. So for the month of August, this is actually surprising. We got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered, and also we have Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. So after this announcement, actually a lot of gamers out there is pretty much disappointed because we all know for a fact that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is an old title, and one game that is actually out of the blue would be Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. At that time, actually no one thought about Fall Guys is gonna go boom. After it has been launched as a free PlayStation Plus title, everybody's playing it, everybody's streaming it, and so the sleeper title was born. Now, if we want to know more about the August lineup, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 has a 71 Metacritic score and 7.2 user score. It is currently $20 in PlayStation Store, and Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout has 81 Metascore and 7.1 user score. You can get this at the same price. It's gonna be $20 at the PlayStation Store. And my personal thought about this is more focused on Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. This game let us enjoy a simple and fun little title. Even though it doesn't have a spectacular graphics compared to AAA title games, Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout stood up to its premise and let us enjoy what this game offers. Now, my final verdict about this August lineup would be a B+ ranking. Now, moving on, let's go to the month of September. With this, Sony gave us PlayerUnknown's Battleground, also known as PUBG, and the game who popularized the genre of Battle Royale. Its current score in Metacritic would be 72 and user score would be 3.1. You can purchase it in PlayStation Store at around $30. And the next game on the list would be Street Fighter V, a classic fighting game that can be compared, if not better, than Tekken. Currently scoring at 77 in Metacritic and 3.6 at user score. This game is also available in PlayStation Hits, which means you can get this game at only $20. Now, those two games are free for PlayStation Plus subscribers, but surprisingly, we have bonus 2 games on the month of September. And that's gonna be Genshin Impact and Rocket League. Genshin Impact has been released on September 28 and is available on PlayStation 4, PC, and even smartphones. This RPG adventure title has a score of 80 Metascore and 6.1 user score. And the other game would be Rocket League, scoring 85 Metascore and 8.4 user score. Now, for the PlayStation Plus free games, I think they are kinda weak Also, taking into consideration that Street Fighter V has been offered on PlayStation Now last August. So in some way, it kind of defeats the purpose of having or offering Street Fighter V in PlayStation Plus. Or if you want to offer Street Fighter V in PlayStation Plus, at least offer it with some additional contents. In that way, at least it makes more sense and it provides more value. But that's just my opinion again. On the other hand, Genshin Impact and Rocket League is a very great game, especially to be offered as a free game on the month of September. Genshin Impact alone provides a lot of content, and Rocket League has become a cult classic sports game, especially you can play this game on other platforms as well. So my final verdict on the month of September would be an A+ ranking. I know that Genshin Impact and Rocket League is a tremendous game, however, for me, PUBG and Street Fighter V is not really the game that we want on the month of September. That means that these two PlayStation Plus games drag down this month's potential of free games from supposedly S rank to A+ ranking. Only 3 months of free games to discuss, and right now we are into the October free games list. This month, Sony decided to give us Need for Speed Payback and Vampire as a free game. Now, NFS Payback has a 61 Metascore and 4.2 user score, currently listed as PlayStation hits. You can score this game at $20. Meanwhile, Vampire is a small game, probably can be considered as an indie title of some sort, and currently it has a 70 Metascore and 6.8 user score. If you want to check this out, you can purchase this game at $40. With this kind of lineup, actually I appreciate this a bit more since you have a game that is known to many, and also you are introducing a new flavor to the PlayStation Plus subscribers. So with this type of games, I really think that this really suits the PlayStation Plus lineup, and with that, I can give the October PlayStation Plus free games a solid A ranking. Now, moving on in the month of November, one of the great PlayStation Plus offers for quite some time, because as you notice, the great games so far are the bonus games that is not included on the PlayStation Plus list. But right now, PlayStation Plus is offering something big. The great games that I am talking about are Middle-earth: Shadow of War, Hollow Knight Void Heart Edition, and the little bonus, and that is going to be Bugsnax for PlayStation 5. Now, the choice for this month's games are actually perfect. Thinking you have a AAA title, Middle-earth: Shadow of War, and also a game that is famous in the indies, and that's gonna be Hollow Knight. Not only that, you're gonna get the Void Heart Edition. Now, even if you don't have a PlayStation 5, you can still get the Bugsnax, but that's just a little bonus. You want to focus more on the meat of the PlayStation Plus free games. And as I have mentioned, these titles are perfect since you have a known title and a game that you want to introduce to new players. And of course, this lineup really gets me. The combination of AAA title and an indie game definitely suits the PlayStation Plus choice of games. And with that, this month would be an easy S ranking. Now, I really don't know if I need to include this one, but I believe that this one is worth mentioning. Since on the month of November, PlayStation Plus Collection is available to get or to download, and technically PlayStation Plus Collection is designed for PlayStation 5 users only. However, there's already a workaround wherein you need to have a friend that already has a PlayStation 5, then log in your account for them to redeem the PlayStation Collection games, and then afterwards, you can enjoy or you can play these games on your PlayStation 4 after redeeming the games. Now, if you don't have any idea what is the PlayStation Plus Collection, basically it is an additional service without any extra charge that will let you to download this list of games. The games that will be available to download will be Bloodborne, Days Gone, Detroit Become Human, God of War, Infamous Second Son, Ratchet and Clank, The Last Guardian, The Last of Us Remastered, Until Dawn, Uncharted 4: Thieves' End, Batman Arkham Knight, Battlefield 1, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies Chronicles Edition, Crash Bandicoot, Insane Trilogy, Fallout 4, Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition, Monster Hunter World, Mortal Kombat X, Persona 5, Resident Evil 7, Biohazard. Whew, there's a lot to talk about in terms of PlayStation Plus Collection. Now, I know that in terms of the games that I have mentioned, most of you already own that game or own those games. But still, coming from Sony, I appreciate them giving these games away, especially those great exclusives. So if you haven't got the PlayStation 4 yet and you are planning to buy PlayStation 5, then these are the games that you will be getting. A lot of value, a lot of content, quality games, and that concludes our final verdict for the month of November, an easily triple S ranking for the month of free games. Now, to close our PlayStation Plus free games of the month, we have the December list of free games. And to be honest, actually, I'm a bit disappointed on this month, probably because the last few months have been great, but regardless, let's talk about the PlayStation Plus free games on the month of December. First off, we have Just Cause 4, receiving a 65 Metascore and 5.0 user score. Just Cause 4 is actually a decent game. However, if you're gonna ask me about this franchise, I will always recommend Just Cause 2. Next off, we have Rocket Arena, a third-person shooter online video game developed by Final Strike Games and published by EA. Currently receiving 68 Metascore and 4.4 user score. And since this one is published by EA, I'm expecting that this game is filled with microtransactions. Now, the last game that I'm gonna mention, I think that this is the most interesting within the 3 games listed on the PlayStation Plus, and that would be the Worms Rumble. So if you all know the classic Worms game that we love, it is a shooting game, but it is like a turn-based genre. Now with this game, Worms Rumble add a new spice to the game itself. Instead of being like a turn-based title, Worms Rumble became a real-time shooting game. Now if you watch some game trailer, some gameplays, definitely I think that you will find this game enjoyable. And with that being said, my final conclusion on the free games list on the month of December would be a solid B ranking. This game actually has a lot of potential, especially Rocket Arena, but then again, since it's already December, I think Sony could have choose a better lineup for this game, especially on how good the games that they choose on the previous months. But as I have mentioned, this is just my own opinion. If you have your own lineup of games, definitely feel free to comment down below. Now, this is a quick gift. If your PlayStation Plus have just been expired or you are interested on extending your PlayStation Plus, then definitely check those links down below on the description. There are links where you can get PlayStation Plus, PlayStation Now, PlayStation gift cards for a lower price. Also, for all of the Filipinos out there, I am planning to make some of my videos in Filipino or Tagalog format, but I'm gonna uploading it on my other channel. So if you are interested on that, I'll be providing the link of my other channel down below. And if you love this kind of video, just let me know. Click that like button if you love the idea of me ranking the PlayStation Plus games, and also make sure to subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell to be updated whenever I upload some new videos. That's all, that's everything. I hope you are doing well today. Happy gaming and peace.